There's the recording, and you're at like 50%, I guess. 45%. Alright, where do we want to go? Are people talking in any of these? There's the general where
My Discord is not opening, so I don't
your
know.
Discord's not opening, so you don't know. This is gonna be.
But I'll open Discord through.
Expressions of homophobia are not allowed. Concern trolling. This is why people think vegans are crazy. Vegans need to stop X if they want to convince anyone. Wait, okay, I like this.
Yeah.
The first thing they say. The first thing they say, our rules aren't complicated and there's only a few, please read them carefully. There's 9 of them. Insulting other people, concern trolling, which I think is vague.
Bro, what about expressions of Islamophobia? Like what? They allow that? Like whoa,
Gore, not safe for work content that auto expands, including avatars. Self-promotion, promoting fundraisers without our permission. This includes offering products, services for money. Publicly calling out people you have issue with, contacting non-moderators through DM, discussing drug use, except in channel. Man, this is such a
safe space.
No, but it's like such a serious Discord, dude. It's just a Discord, isn't it? Wait.
Yeah.
Okay, so where can we go? Can we like? There's this thing called general. There's a lot of people in there.
Dude, there's so much stuff going on.
Yeah, wait, but that's the thing. That's all just in the general. So what? We just drop in? Yeah, fuck it, man. Let's drop into the general. What do you think? Better?
Yeah, I mean.
Let's do it. Why not? We got nothing to lose. There's nothing to lose. Go, go, go.
I feel like a band's gonna come.
I know.
I feel like I feel bad for vegans. Like so many trolls come, like, hey,
no, I feel
mistake. Like, oh, you
know. Fair. So let's go and like check this out. All right. We hopping in?
I'm there.
Are you in the general voice channel?
The voice channel.
Like
gaming, I see. What this? No, wait. Gaming? Game talk? No. Where's the voice channel? Oh, yeah, I see it.
Yeah, oh, you're there. Let's go.
Hello, people I've never seen.
Hi, guys. Hi.
Hello.
Oh, 2 people.
Yo, wait, hold on, one sec.
I will get out before it's too late.
Better, you need to unmute your microphone. Bottom left corner. Hey guys, sorry. Hi.
This is a ritual, by the way.
Oh.
Everyone's just shouting potato. Why did everyone go quiet?
Wait, I'm confused. This is a ritual?
Yeah, it's a vegan ritual.
What?
We're sacrificing a block of tofu.
Oh, that's sweet, man. I feel you guys on that.
That's not weird.
Yeah, so we are new to this, me and the other guy up top, Bedr. So what's the whole idea of the Discord? Like, is this just talk about anything, or?
Yeah, it's pretty much about anything. Like, it doesn't need to be vegan related, but
yeah.
There's like channels for different stuff.
Okay, cool. A friend of mine found it off of what's it called? I think he got it off the subreddit. Yeah.
Nice. I'm still here from Reddit.
Ah, okay. Chill.
Wait, don't.
We aren't always on voice chat. We just happen to be right now.
Okay, that's what. Yeah, for the ritual. Yeah, I get that.
Yeah.
That's nice.
We have to go around in a circle chanting squirrel, squirrel. squirrel.
No. Tofu.
Tofu, definitely. Only non-animal products.
Yeah, right.
Yo. Better.
It's the ritual.
Are you there, bro? Dude, my friend has just disappeared. He was with me on another voice chat. Now he's gone. I miss him.
Oh.
SR or somebody else?
Yeah, Better at the top.
He's right there.
Yeah.
It's very batter of them.
He's right up there.
Wow, that was a great pun.
Yeah, I came up with it all night. I've been waiting for this exact moment.
I loved it. Man. Yeah, Cause like basically, I don't know. Me and him, we like to talk about a lot of things.
Ah,
And
and you love it here.
yeah, I hope so. Cause thing is, I'm not sure about him, but personally, I'm not vegan. I do have some vegan friends, and I was like more really interested in getting to understand some of the like the philosophy, getting to understand why some people are vegan, like what the different reasons are and things like that. You know. So I figured.
Donut's the man to talk to for that.
Why? Why am I the one to talk to?
Philosophy.
Donut
it's you.
loves talk. We have a channel called Serious Discussion, and Donut will talk your ear off if you let him.
Oh, there's a whole channel called Serious Discussion. Oh, this is perfect. I love it.
Mhm.
Yeah, cause
You
like,
can ask anything.
yeah. Oh, that's great.
Donut always puts his textuals in there.
Oh man. And you guys are all vegan, I'm guessing, obviously.
Yeah.
'cause-
Yep.
Yeah.
How long have you guys been at it? Like,
4 years.
3.5.
A month.
Nice.
Nope.
Slowly moving down.
Oh, wow.
2 minutes.
Yeah.
2 minutes.
Oh, that's pretty cool though. So and did you all like go to did you guys like step up to being vegan from like first being vegetarian maybe and then
Yeah,
like
right. Yeah, first vegetarian and then vegan.
okay.
Yeah, I was a vegetarian for like, and then vegan for 4.
I was a vegetarian for like a few days.
Oh
And-
wow.
And then you're like, fuck this, I'm going
You're
hardcore.
like,
Yeah.
Okay, cool.
I
And-
was never a cheese breather.
yeah.
Oh yeah.
10 years.
Oh,
I
wow.
was also vegetarian for 10 years.
Damn.
Oh god.
Cheese breathers.
There's so many cheese breathers, get out of here.
I feel like it must be really easy for people with lactose intolerance to go straight to being vegan instead of being vegetarian, because they couldn't have that shit anyways, you know?
Oh, that's true.
Well, there's a bunch of products without lactose. I don't know.
One of my friends is lactose intolerant, but he drinks milk anyway.
Oh yeah, because
Yeah,
milk,
a lot of
milk
people
is like so
Yeah.
good. Yeah, he's just like.
It's not even that good.
No, I mean I'm lactose intolerant as well, right? But I always have my dairy products at the end of the day, so that I'm not doing anything important afterwards. You know, I don't need to perform, so I'm just like, you know, let's do this. Oh, but yeah, that's crazy actually.
What the
Just gonna,
What the
just gonna fart under the blanket.
Yeah, but I live alone. I'm free, you know. And like, why did you guys go, like in this direction in general? Was it like a moral thing, or like a health thing, or like, what really got you into it?
I just really like animals.
As do we all, of course.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm not sure about that.
For me, it was moral. Like, once you make the connection that, like, of what happens behind the scenes, you kind of realize that it's not
Yeah.
right. That's kind of what got me into it.
I can
Yeah,
I
that's
can
true.
relate. Yeah. Yeah.
And also the environmental aspects of it. Because you have like a lot of agriculture is just
course.
working to the animal agriculture to feed them. And
Yeah,
if
exactly.
you cut that out, you have a
Mm.
massive amount of food left over, which you don't even have to produce otherwise.
No, all fair. I was actually getting into that myself just a couple of days ago because I was talking to my friend, right, who's disappeared.
Yeah.
And he threw out the statistic, right? Because I kind of knew what factory farms were, but I didn't know the scope of it all, right? And then he threw out the stat
Yeah.
like 90% of meat comes from factory farms,
Mhm.
and I was
99%.
like, no fucking way, are you kidding? And I looked all over, like I went to like Sweden to look at their policies on it, you know, because I thought like, you know, Sweden's supposed to be like heaven on earth or something for like all kinds of stuff. And I figured
Yeah.
like if there was a country in the world that wasn't doing this to their animals, it had to be Sweden. But no, even Sweden's got like a huge
Yeah.
factory farm business. And
Yeah, it's just the fact of life.
yeah, and I don't know how to feel about that one. That's like insane,
I
really.
mean, how do you want to produce that much of animal products without factory farms? It's
Exactly.
not possible.
Yeah,
it's
and
not
for
possible.
that price, you know.
Yeah, and that top of it. Yeah, right.
Like people want chicken at like 10 euros a kilo. You know, how are
Yeah.
you gonna get that to them?
Yeah.
Oh man, it's fucked. Really.
Kind of the same thing with fashion industry. Like you're looking at cheaply produced clothes. Like, what do you expect
Yeah.
the conditions to be like?
No, also very true. Like, man, I spent a while. Like, I remember the first time because where I come from, there was never like a Primark, right? And when I
Yeah.
moved to Germany, where I am right now, I went to Primark
Oh.
for the first time. Yeah, and
Welcome.
Oh
hey.
no, another German, get out of here.
Fiance is Austrian.
Ah, chill.
Yeah.
But yeah, so I go to Primark for the first time, right? And I'm seeing these crazy
Yeah.
low prices, and the first thing going through my head is like, dude, this is fucking illegal. Like, I don't even want to know who made these things, man.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's pretty new in Germany as well. Primark. Only,
Yeah,
I don't know how many years? 5 years, maybe a little bit longer. But before that, we didn't have that.
yeah. It's just like the price.
quite
It
new.
was insane. I
Yeah,
can't
it's
imagine.
insane.
No, and the thing is, like,
the
this is with
quality
profit.
Yeah, the quality is also really bad.
Yeah.
So you have to rebuy a bunch of stuff because it just breaks after a year of usage. I don't know, even
No,
less.
that's very true, man. I bought like a T-shirt once from Primark. I washed it once, and now it's like 3 sizes too small.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
I can give it to my 3-year-old nephew, you know, and teach him to put it on.
Yeah. Otherwise, you can follow the fashion trend quite easily because you have to rebuy all the
Yeah.
stuff.
No, that's
for like
really.
3 months.
I really see like that's where youth fashion is at these days. You know, H&M, Jack and Jones. It's all about disposable clothing, basically. You know,
Yeah.
consumer.
Yeah.
Yeah, a lot of stuff, not even only clothing. If you think about mobile phones, you replace
Oh,
it
of course.
basically after 2 years.
Exactly.
At the largest time span is 2 years.
No,
I
definitely.
don't buy a new phone every year. I really don't get it.
Mm.
Yeah, I don't do that as well.
I just used my
Many
phone
people-
until it stopped working.
Yeah, no, that's like I'd say that's the really noble way to do it. I'm a big tech guy, so I really get
Yeah.
bored of my phone really quick. But I found a sweet spot. Instead of buying the best new phone every year, I realized that we're at a point where mid-range phones that cost like less than 200 euros, do literally everything I need them to do. And they
Yeah.
actually have
Yeah.
some awesome specs to boot. So I went and got myself like a phone from China for 150 euros, and I'm gonna stick with that for like a year. But because it's so cheap, I don't mind like upgrading in a year's time. You know, I don't get the people who
from
buy the newest
cheapness point
iPhone.
of view,
Yeah,
but you still are consuming quite a lot.
no, definitely,
Dude,
and like looking at it
even
from an
more.
environmental aspect, it's also kind of
Yeah.
fucked.
It's not the best. Yeah.
No, definitely. I mean,
Would be awesome if you could buy a modular phone where you can just
Yeah.
replace certain things.
they were
Google
working on
was about
those.
to do that, but
Yeah, with Project Aura. But the thing is, right, you have to look at the economics of something like that as well,
yeah,
where
I don't
it's
know.
just it wasn't really viable because like you'd lose so much money as a phone manufacturer if you were just making the modules and letting people decide what they wanted instead of just selling them
Yeah.
the whole phone.
Yeah,
Yeah.
just
What do you
I
do
don't
with the old ones?
With my old ones, I always find something or someone who can still take them. Like either I give them to somebody or I'll keep them around to use them for like little things I want to do. Because I like to like install new software on them, root them, things like that. Or I'll like I don't know. I haven't ever done it because usually by the time I get a new phone, the old one is so fucked that no one would ever buy it. You know.
yeah.
But I'm considering selling one of the old ones now. But I never throw them away. Like that's what you're wondering. Like no, like tech, I hoard that shit, man. Like
I don't really think it's ethical to buy phones from China though, like with
no, because but aren't all
Most-
phones
most,
produced
yeah.
in China?
If not all.
Yeah,
right.
like they all come from there
I don't
anyways.
know. How
That's the
would
thing.
you? Do you have a?
I don't think all do.
All
Phones that aren't made in in China.
And it's about the parts, like some parts may be from China, but it's like if the
What?
whole phone is made in China or not.
I'm pretty sure the vast majority of cell phones are assembled in China. The components may not be produced in China. For example, Germany is the number one exporter of sensor technology. So a lot of the sensors in your phones come from Germany, but they do get assembled in China. You don't find very many phones assembled anywhere else. Motorola made a phone a few years ago assembled in the US, but that was just for that one phone.
It's
Most
also quite a lot.
Yeah,
more
like
expensive.
yeah, exactly. Like Apple and Samsung do export their like get the phones assembled in China 100%. You can even buy like motherboards for iPhones and stuff in China, like on the markets. Yeah, it all goes down in a city called Shenzhen, which is the hotspot for electronics manufacturing in China and the world, kind of.
Well, today we learned something.
Yeah.
Yeah, I want to.
Yeah. Oh. I
Yeah.
because
Wait, with the vegan thing, what's keeping you from making the transition right now?
yeah, there's just a multitude of factors. Well, first, if I'm being completely honest, right?
Yeah.
There was always sort of a weird like stigma around vegans, and like you know a lot of meme culture is centered around like
Yeah.
vegans and
Yeah.
like don't like how to tell if someone's a vegan. Don't worry, they'll just tell you like things like that. You know.
Yeah, we joke a lot about that. I'm
yeah.
basically, if I log into here, I'm telling the first thing I will do is I'm vegan. Writing it down. It's a joke, but it's actually
no, it's funny.
Care, like,
Guys,
how much do you care what
guys.
people think about you? Like,
Guys,
honestly, that's like the real thing. Like, how much do you actually care?
No, obviously.
If you care a lot. That's probably another issue.
No.
Guys.
Sorry.
I'm vegan.
Sherry? Oh, hi.
Hello,
Yeah.
I'm vegan.
It was the thing was it wasn't about like getting. I wasn't worried about getting poked at or being made fun of. This was just kind of my personal like the sort of bias that developed within me just to be kind of opposed to the idea just because of all the memes online. Because like if you see all these memes, you're like, oh, so these vegan people like this, they must be like pretentious or whatever, you know.
I think you shouldn't let that stop you from making the right choice, though.
No. There's more to it. This was just the first like thing.
Okay.
This is like the start, right?
Yeah.
But now, like obviously, I've educated myself a bit on it. I do have like friends who have gone vegan, you know, and they're not giant douchebags. Just like tiny douchebags.
Okay.
I think what's stopping
We are
me
douchebags.
is like I'm a bit like I guess I'm scared to try to switch. I feel it might be difficult. I'm also not sure about how expensive it all is.
Oh.
It
And
depends. It can be expensive or it can be cheap. It depends on what you're buying.
okay.
Like if you're just getting things like rice and beans, it's gonna be cheap as hell. If you're getting fancy vegan meats and whatnot, then yeah, it's gonna be expensive.
Well, yeah,
Fancy vegan meat.
yeah,
other products.
that's the thing as well, you know, because like I exercise quite regularly, so I also get worried about like how am I gonna get, you know.
You're not alone. You're not alone here.
Yeah.
I got a lot as well.
Yeah.
Ramsay was just telling us about his 250 grams of protein.
Wow.
So I don't think you have to worry.
Yeah, no, that's fair. And I think it's also just like a worry about, you know, I don't know, because I get scared that like, you know, you get put in this thing and then you don't get to taste things or have things that taste as good anymore. You know what I mean?
Oh, there are
You can,
definitely
you,
things
you
that
can have
taste
the same
good.
things, just like
Yeah.
Like actual
The
meat
reason-
doesn't taste good by itself. You have to put like a bunch of shit on it for it to taste good. And
What?
like all of those things that you put on it for it to taste good, you can just put on other stuff.
No, yeah, definitely. I don't know, it's
But it-
just no.
But the thing you said first about being scared of other people's reactions, I kind of had that in the beginning where I was like scared of what my friends would say. So I wouldn't tell them that I was vegan. I would just say, "Oh, I'm lactose intolerant and I don't eat meat."
Yeah.
But they found out. They're like, yeah, we don't believe that, and they were fine with it. It's like you
No,
have in your head that
obviously.
people are gonna react that way, but they really won't. If they're your actual friends, they won't be like jerks about it.
No,
Yeah.
I'm sure they won't be, and like I've looked at it from a lot of perspectives, and like you really do take the moral high ground when you go vegan, because it really, like, from most aspects, it is the, let's say, I don't know, it's the more moral decision. Like I'm sure all of you are kind of aware, you know, you're not needlessly killing animals because you realize that in the modern world it is possible to live a plant lifestyle, even if that's not how the body, or that's not like how it might have been throughout history. We are at a point now where it is a possibility.
So you've clearly done your research.
Yeah, no, just a bit. Also, like looking at it from the environmental aspect, right? I'm studying renewable energy as an engineer.
Me too. But wait.
Are you in
Where do
Cologne?
you study? Where do you live?
In Köln, TH Köln.
Ah, okay. I'm from Berlin. I'm
Berlin.
studying the same shit.
Oh, no way.
I thought for a second that you're.
Yeah, I thought for a second you
crossover
were.
event.
I thought you
We
were
would
in
have
Köln.
probably known each other then.
Oh man,
Okay.
that's crazy. But yeah, so I'm studying that, right? So I'm also thinking about how insane it is that these animals just produce all this methane, all these
Yeah, right.
you know, carbon emissions. And I was kind of like wondering how to fix that, because I'm not sure if it's realistic to think we could get the whole world going, like that going
But it has
vegan
been
is the way.
increasing.
It has been, yes, but like if will it increase fast enough to solve that issue? Because I'm thinking of it from different perspectives, and like what is the fastest way, I'd say, to solve this issue of these animals producing all this methane, you know, like and also a realistic one, because like yes, there is a general, like, you know, there is a vegan movement happening, but I'm not sure that it would happen fast enough to stop climate change, to save, you know, civilization as we know it. You know what I
Well,
mean?
there's not a whole lot else we could really do at this point.
Exactly.
Except spread the word.
Yeah, I feel it's important. You know, you're taking a step on a personal level, but if we're looking at it from perspective of solving the entire issue, I think there's more that people need to do. You feel me?
Yeah, of course. I mean, change multiple things to get there. That's true. Yeah, but on the other hand, like most people in the world are almost vegan. Only the Western society is
it's so meat
not
intensive.
really
No, that's true as well. That's where I was looking into it with my friend, because I realized, like, well, we were talking and he said, you know, meat's not actually cheap to maintain. And then we started looking at stats of like, you know, some African nations, and the average meat per person there was like 3 cows a year, compared to like 300 or something in America, or not 300, but like multitudes more in Western societies. And I was like, wow, that kind of does make sense, because, like, you know, those countries, they use the resources that would normally go into the meat just on their own for themselves. Yeah, exactly, because they do need that, you know.
Exactly. Yeah.
Yeah.
And we could do the same thing.
No, we could. I do think
It's just
so.
that we choose not to.
Yeah, it's really difficult to change mindsets, man. That's the biggest thing, is like, you know,
yeah, that's true.
if you could flip a switch and get everyone to start eating vegan tomorrow, obviously that would solve everything. But realistically,
it takes time. Like,
yeah, it does.
All big changes never happened overnight, and they never will.
Yeah. So, but yeah, no, I do think it's commendable to be taking, you know, your personal small steps towards that end goal.
Yeah, right.
Because at least, you know, even if the world does go to shit, you know, you guys can at least say your hands are clean. Yes, you know, you did what you could.
Yeah, we
fair.
still have to like get everything we can out of it.
Yeah.
Like make it not as bad as it could be. Like a bit better than really bad. Still bad, but not as bad as really bad.
No, yeah, definitely. Do you guys feel like you're in any way restricted by your diets?
No, not really.
No.
I think
Jiao,
I think
regarding
it's less an issue with how restrictive it is and more an issue with how commonplace animal products are.
Okay.
Yeah.
regarding
Yes.
what was I gonna say? Regarding convincing others, you might want to check out the subreddit Rhetoric and their reading list.
Okay.
Let me link it to you.
Is this a way to influence people, you mean? Or
No.
Yeah,
Someone
it
just
just
likes this.
it just goes over.
We're gonna
the
convert you.
subject of, be right back.
Donald
I'm
is the
gonna.
propaganda minister.
But the thing you said, it depends on where you live. Like I live in New York, so even if I go to eat out, there's like always something, like some vegan option, and
Yeah.
sometimes they don't say vegan, they say vegetarian, but it's vegan. So,
yeah, no, fair. You know,
Yeah, or you ask for it or something.
yeah, sometimes
Back.
You can make it
Yeah.
vegan.
you.
so like for me here, it's not really hard. They always have substitutes
Yeah.
for everything.
Yeah, I used to actually live in New York.
And Kona is a big city, right?
Yeah, and Köln is a big city. No,
Yeah,
here,
it is.
like for me personally, it wouldn't be much of an issue, like too frequently, I'd say.
I know meat is a big part of German culture.
No, really, it really is. But it's not like I hate
Yeah, but-
processed meat anyway. The only meat I really eat, I like eggs, I like chicken breasts and steaks. That's it. I don't go. I hate like sausages and like I look at salami, right? And I really look at it and I'm like, what the fuck is this even? You know?
Yeah.
Like,
It's grown up shit.
man, like what are they
You're
putting?
carcinogen.
Honestly, it's kind of fucking disgusting, yeah. And I look at like, oh my god, the pork sausages they have here, they come and they're white, you know? And I'm like,
Yeah,
what
what
the
the
fuck,
fuck
is this, dude?
Yeah, it's a bunch of fat and stuff
Yeah,
you
no,
normally wouldn't eat.
Normally,
That's
yeah.
why they created sausages
Exactly.
to like eat stuff that you
Otherwise
mean-
wouldn't be able to, yeah.
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 No.
Yeah.
Okay, I gotta go. See ya.
Alright,
See ya.
bye, don't
Bye-bye.
Yeah, donut.
Bye.
Like I used
Oh.
to live in Portugal, so like our culture is really heavy on animal products. Everything we eat has meat on it. So
Oh,
when
yeah.
once I became a vegetarian, I was basically vegan. I was like, what can I eat? And I just basically ate rice.
Not a whole lot.
Once you find out that there's like a lot of options and there's so many ways that you can, I don't know, like replicate dishes that you might have had like animal products with, it becomes easier, I guess. You just need to do your own research and like look at recipes and stuff like that.
Yeah.
Yeah, it is like a lifestyle change, but like obviously so many people are doing it, so it's like possible, you know?
Yeah, it works.
Yeah, no, that's all.
I'm still living after 3.5 years, so
That's
I
good.
don't know.
Yeah, exactly. It's a
That's
miracle, you know.
still,
Bone density gone down like 50%, but you're still, you know. Oh man. I really hate soy milk. What other alternatives
Yeah.
would you
Oh,
recommend?
that is a lot.
That's
There's
quite
like
a
so
lot.
many.
I've tried soy and almond milk, and both are like, you know.
Oh yeah.
There's
It
Ooh.
oat
also
milk,
depends
rice
on
milk.
I tried coconut milk. That wasn't so good either.
oat milk,
I don't
rice milk,
Oat milk.
cashew milk.
Interesting.
What's
Cashew milk is super good. There's even
yeah,
milk out of flax seeds and hemp seeds and sunflower
hemp
seeds.
milk. You also have to like try different. How's
Yeah,
it
you have to
called?
try all of them.
different
the milk,
brands.
the brands as well.
Oh
because
yeah.
some brands
Yeah,
taste
that's
better and some don't taste as good. And
Yeah.
you might find the brand which tastes the best to you.
Yeah.
So you live in Germany, right? You have this brand
Yeah, it's-
Ultra White.
Alpro, yeah.
It's like a super good brand.
Alpro is
yeah.
quite good. Alpro
Yeah,
tastes quite good. Even the
I use the products here as well.
Interesting. Okay.
and then you have got chocolate soy milk. It's basically
Yeah, it's so fucking good.
best shit ever.
Oh man.
Chocolate coconut milk from Alpro is also really good.
Yeah, Afro, aren't they the ones that make the soy milk as well, right?
Yeah,
Huh?
they also make so.
Yeah. It comes in like the white and blue kind of carton. Oh wait,
yeah.
Apro make
Depends.
those yogurts as well, right? The like fake yogurt.
Yeah, they make the
Yeah.
soy yogurts and
Ah.
stuff there.
Yeah, no, I eat the. Yeah, those are. That's the brand I buy that stuff from usually.
Yeah, but they're also quite expensive, so.
Yeah,
true,
it's like
they are
Rewe shit,
definitely
you
on
know.
the-
I can't go to Rewe anymore, man. I'm not that rich. It's expensive.
Yeah.
Oh,
But I bet there are cheaper brands as well that taste good.
Yeah.
Like we have some
Yeah,
local
well-
brands here with unsweetened soy milk and stuff.
yeah, I feel you. I actually have another question though. Because I thought I read like an article somewhere, or I'd seen like a headline somewhere, that like a vegan diet isn't appropriate for like like babies.
If you would not
it's
give
wrong.
them.
Well, you can read a lot of bullshit headlines, but like
Yeah, obviously it was like a meme. Okay, I'll be honest.
all major health organizations say that a vegan diet is suitable for any stages of life, including pregnancy, infancy, and babies.
Okay, are there any slight adjustments that people need to make for the like growing infant to ensure they get like whatever they need?
Well,
Supplements,
like
something.
with most children, they need a higher fat content of their diet, for example.
Okay.
Yeah, breast milk would be the best thing, probably.
Yeah, definitely.
Yeah,
No, I'd agree on
not,
that front.
not a milk of another species.
Not from,
Yeah, no,
not
fair,
from
fair.
cows, but from humans.
No, I agree. And okay, and what about fish? So, like, I understand, you know, like cows and chicken, they're like, they're very clearly sort of sentient to a certain degree, and like they feel pain and
Fish are
stuff.
too,
But fish
very much
feel
degree.
pain as well. They feel pain on a different level, but they still experience it.
Okay, okay.
Like I know your mindset. I was pescatarian for like for almost a year.
No, I'm
All
just
into
I'm
this
just wondering.
bullshit.
I just really want to hear, your guys' views on all this stuff.
Yeah.
'Cause I don't get a chance to hear this.
Well,
Fishing
they're
is
not
also
planned.
really terrible for the environment. There's tons of
Yeah.
bycatch, like it
Yeah,
devastates the oceans.
yeah.
Okay.
The oceans are dying from overfishing. It's
Also think
really
about
bad.
fishing. Like, would you want to be dragged for like miles before you're like by your face?
No,
Before you're-
definitely
You know
not.
what I mean? The
Yeah.
same concept is like a lot of mothers who realize after having children that they would never want their babies taken away from them and their breast milk stolen.
Mhm.
I think that that's actually a pretty common thing that's like starting to come to light.
No, that's fair. I used to argue, that, and this is what I used to argue, right? So keep in mind, that like the only reason this is the way it is because we are superior to these animals, and if it was the other way around, they'd probably be doing the same thing. But that's when someone said to me that, it's because we're superior that we know better and that we're able to show compassion. That's part of
Yeah.
like what makes
We
people
have a
human.
moral compass that animals don't have. That's like the main
Yeah.
difference.
Exactly.
Yeah,
And
also, this is a hypothetical thing that won't happen. So
exactly. We won't ever see an Earth
Yeah.
taken over by cows.
At least not
Uh,
in.
I wouldn't mind that.
Yeah, that would be cool.
I
Um,
don't know if they're
yeah.
just starting to slit throats. Wouldn't be
yeah.
nice.
But
Wouldn't
there's
happen.
and now there's also one more concern, which is fish have certain like fats or oils, like omega-3s or something.
They have omega-3, DHA, and EPA, but you can find
Exactly.
the same in algae oils.
Yeah.
Yeah. Oh, and yeah, exactly. So they
Sources
you
of
can
that
get those. You
comes-
can get those through synthetically created supplements, right? So
Not
all green
not
source.
synthetically.
But like
No,
extracted
really.
from algae, things like
Yeah,
that.
that's
Yeah,
it.
like an
Algae is
algae.
the source of it.
Well,
Yeah.
the fish get it from algae, so yeah, you can basically skip the fish and get it directly.
Yeah.
And
I don't. But like I
Same thing
wouldn't.
with
But I
You don't
wouldn't
have
eat
to
the
supplement
algae,
it.
right?
Huh?
But I would not eat the algae myself, right? It would
Well,
come
you
like.
can do
No,
it if
no,
you
you
want to,
could, but you can get like a supplement and
Yeah.
Okay. Okay. So
or you can
supplements are.
consume
Yeah.
its oil.
Yeah,
Mm.
but you don't have to do that. It's not vital for you. The
Yeah.
only thing you need to supplement is B12.
Yeah.
Ah. Okay. B12. B12
Yeah,
usually comes from what?
B12 is so much fortified these days in so many foods.
Yeah.
Like,
B12
it's really
is
easy
from
to
bacteria.
available.
Hi,
Okay.
Potter.
Oh wait. Hey, Bedder's here.
Oh yeah. Oh hello.
Speaking
and
saying stuff and adding, but the whole time it's been muted.
Dude, I told you unmute yourself, man.
no.
That's what.
That sucks.
Dude, yeah, no, but
Hello.
you're here. Wait, so you've heard the whole thing, right? Up till now,
Yeah,
right?
I'm here with you, and I've been like adding stuff and bringing and stuff. I was like, why is everyone ignoring me?
Oh no.
Better.
That
That's rough,
sucks.
man. Oh, these guys are great, man. I love these people.
Thank you.
Hey, you're nice too.
Oh, thanks, man. I try. You get to know me a little better, and then you know I'm like the biggest jackass ever.
Same.
As I am, I'm okay.
Yeah, if you ever need anything, you can just ask us.
No, that's great. Like I was,
You can ask it in the general channel or there's a questions channel for any questions you have.
okay, cool. There's a question channel. Where is that?
There's a lot of channels. You might want to check them
T1 for
Yeah, I
fitness.
see here under
It's
the
It's in
general
the
channel.
category general channels, yeah.
Okay, wait. So the channels up top, those are like text-based channels, and then there's the voice channels, which is where we are.
Yeah, the voice channels are not always that active.
Okay.
Yeah.
but the text channels are usually quite active.
Yeah.
Cool. I like that.
What do you guys think of vegan gains?
Yeah.
Oh, he's an idiot.
You know, I watched.
He's like a super sexist, transphobic, homophobic idiot.
Yeah.
Wait, who
I
is
think-
Vegan Gains?
And I really didn't like them.
Like, I love Earthlings Ed. I think he's a great activist because
Earthling Ed is
Yeah.
a lot better.
Yeah, he's cool.
Who the hell
I
is
don't
Vegan
follow
Gains,
any of
though?
these.
Who's this guy?
So
You don't
the
wanna
other
watch
day
him.
I uploaded.
he's not good.
Yeah.
No,
Rapper. Yeah, no.
Seems
But to be fair,
interesting.
his arguments are logically consistent, and like I enjoy it. Like, but at the same time,
but the way he presents them, it's like it's just wrong.
Yeah, I mean, you could be a logically consistent asshole.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
Alright, could someone give me like the rundown? Like, so what do you guys mean by he's logically consistent about what?
how about look? Once we're done with this, we'll watch a video together.
Okay. And you'll explain
then
it
you'll
to
get
me.
the
You
gist.
give me the rundown. That's nice.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's kind of what we do. Wait, you guys know
Like,
this?
I really like Mick the vegan. He's really
Make the
awesome.
vegan.
I watch Mick as well.
it's quite cool, yeah.
Mick the vegan. What do you guys do? Anyone here do intermittent fasting?
No.
Nope.
No, I don't anymore.
Not on purpose, just like
Okay. I feel yeah, you just like
really. I eat,
forget to
like, I
eat
have
some
an
days.
eating window, and that's just how I am.
Oh, okay, I feel you. Yeah, I got into it like a month ago. It's been going really well. I've been losing a lot of belly fat, which I'm happy about.
Yeah, there's a lot of people reporting like very good benefits to intermediate fasting.
Yeah.
You can check out like Simon Nutrition as well. He's like a vegan bodybuilder who's also into intermediate fasting.
Yeah, there was this doctor on the Joe Rogan Experience, who was
Oh,
talking. You not a fan of Joe Rogan? No?
Yeah.
Oh, he's cool.
Joe Rogan? I don't know.
Well, I haven't watched like all his shit.
I don't watch his show, but I have seen him interview that all meat doctor.
There's a doctor like
Sean
proposing all meat.
Do you see his,
No.
his,
Yeah.
his blood work, his
No,
results?
he's not a doctor anymore. He got his stuff revoked.
License
because-
His license, yeah.
And then they
What?
did a blood test on him after doing the all meat, and he has the
Disgusting.
testosterone levels of a 90-year-old man.
Yeah, they were
Wow.
horrible.
Jesus.
Yeah. Yeah.
No, a
he's-
90-year-old woman.
Oh man.
What? No
Wait,
way.
so he went on an all meat diet, like nothing but meat?
Nothing.
Oh, that's
Yeah.
sick,
Gross.
dude. I could never.
Yeah, there's actually a YouTuber in Berlin who walks through the forest. Forest I walk through, and he's so fucking dumb. He also only eats rotten meat or something.
Verge, he's like blonde, right?
I don't know how it's called. but
SV.
He has a YouTube channel.
I feel bad for his toilet experiences.
Yeah, he says vegans are dying and starving themselves and stuff.
Okay.
I don't know about that.
I've got 2 months to live.
Yeah, right. I'm still alive.
Are you sure?
Yeah, I think so. Maybe this is all a simulation and I
Mm.
don't actually have a body, so I don't even have to care about it.
That's cool if we would live in a simulation, you know?
Man, that is insane. Wait, what's this guy's name? I'm trying to find this guy. Right? Ah, right. This guy's name's Peter Attier. Attia.
Yeah.
Yeah, he's a cool dude.
His
He's
studies are pretty like objective too. So
yeah, he's the one who kind of got me on the idea of intermittent fasting because he's been doing it like 5 years, 10 years, something like that. And like when he said that, and I saw the body saying that, I was like, okay, if this guy can do it, I can probably manage.
Yeah, but I mean, you can see that with pretty much any diet, like one guy or two guys or whatever who's like having a great time with it and having good
Oh yeah,
results. That
no
doesn't
fair.
mean that it works for everybody.
No, you need to find what works for you. No, I totally
Yeah.
agree on that. But I've never been a fan of the idea of fast or of like diet plans. So
Yeah,
the
me
idea
either.
that like I could just hold out on eating and then just have whatever I wanted to eat at the end of the day was quite appealing.
Yeah, I mean, I like the idea as well. It's just like not really feasible for me. If I want to eat like 5,000 calories or something, I don't want to wait 16
obviously,
hours
if
and then
you're-
you have to eat
yeah.
like such a huge amount in a low time. It's like
you'd get sick.
you're
Yeah.
not gonna enjoy your foods.
Yeah. No, and I mean, like, I'm guessing you're on, you're like bulking right now, or are you cutting?
Oh yeah, I'm working right now as well.
Yeah, exactly.
But I'm cutting also at like 2,300 calories, so it's still not.
Dude,
that's
you
a
sound
lot of
like
an
a
amount.
beast, man. How big is ein Schrank
Oh,
oder
I'm not
was?
that big. I'm not that big.
Yeah.
Body fat
I'm-
above 8%.
Yeah.
I'm like 188 and I have 82 kilograms and at
Wait,
like
188
9.5
what? 188 what?
centimeters.
Oh, wait, you're that
Uh,
tall? Oh my god, you're like a giant.
Yeah, and I have 82 kilograms at 9.5% body fat. That was like 3 weeks ago at a DEXA scan.
Okay.
But yeah, right now I'm bulking again.
What? All cars in play become fatter.
Yeah.
like low
Uh,
weight though for your height, like that's not small at all.
no, that's quite good. I would say 10 out of 10. Oh man, this is good shit though. Why? How long have I been in this chat? Well, I've been on this chat for like 42 minutes, man. Time flying.
Yeah.
Yeah, all we wanted to hear was Frumpy teaching others silly German words.
Better, you wanna play? You wanna play some Fortnite?
Oh.
Very lovely chat, guys. Thank you
Yeah.
all for the time.
Oh.
Anytime.
And
Thank
we
you,
are
too.
we are on
Yeah.
board.
No,
as well, and-
definitely.
Ooh.
By the way, we have a podcast. Well, we don't really have a good podcast. It's like a shit podcast.
What's the podcast about?
That's how all podcasts start. you
Yeah,
know?
they do. They do
Yeah,
all
all
start.
podcasts are shit in the beginning. That's true.
Yeah. And it's basically kind of exactly what we just kind of did here right now. Just going places, talking to people.
Can we
like-
be on it?
Well, yeah. If you guys want to be on it, do you guys want to be on it?
Ooh.
Is this the podcast right now?
Well, this is currently recording, but I will not upload it if you guys don't want it uploaded. I have
I
like
don't really care personally.
we have like 0 subscribers. We have 2, and that's me and Better.
Yeah, you
I don't
should
mind.
link it.
You guys didn't even subscribe to it yourselves?
No, we did. We're 2. It's just 2. And
The link.
They
Yeah,
are
link it.
also
yeah,
the
okay.
subscribers.
Well, all right. I don't mind. Let me get you guys a little link. None of it's been so structured, whatever. Up till now, we've basically just been posting like a few Fortnite games with interesting commentary on top when we get the chance. Otherwise, we're just talking about the game. This was our first attempt at getting something interesting going. We thought, it would be kind of cool to go into like communities, Reddit, like subreddits or Discord channels, talk to people of potentially opposing viewpoints or like different viewpoints to our own, and like talking things out, hearing their like stories, you know, things like that. Which has been really awesome, honestly. I've really loved hearing from all of you guys and like getting your stories, you know, about like veganism.
Nice.
I hope you'll stick around.
Yeah, I do not mind. Like, how do I save this one? Is there a way to save a
I mean,
server?
we're already like
Where is it all?
It's
Is it
like
just
the
gonna
two-
stay on the sidebar, like when I leave?
on the sidebar. Yeah.
It just stays there.
Sweet. So I'm gonna then go ahead and show you guys the channel. Ah man, I would request that you guys don't watch any of the older videos because they're terrible.
We probably will.
And I feel like
Just delete them.
Yeah, no, that's not what we're about, man. We're about authenticity here. Yeah.
Oh,
Yeah,
I'm not about that life. You delete one video, you just delete everything, you know? So yeah, so just did that, and I'll cut off this recording as well, and then I'll just upload this right now. You can leave closing comments. You guys want to plug anything? Your blogs, Tumblrs, this would be the time. Anyone have anything to plug? No? Then we're good.
Nah.
Let's get out of here.
Alrighty.